As NFL teams dive into OTAs, organized team activities, the Miami Dolphins are navigating a notable situation with their star cornerback, Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey has been absent from these sessions, and with him reportedly on the trade list, he won't be fined for missing the mandatory minicamp. Naturally, head coach Mike McDaniel was asked about this during his recent press conference, and his responses were characteristically direct and, as the article headline suggests, a bit sassy. When questioned about Jalen Ramsey's absence from practice, McDaniel confirmed Ramsey wasn't there and quickly pivoted, stating, "He's not here. We're focused on building the Dolphins today, and anything outside of that would be a distraction that I'm not focused on." This set the tone for his subsequent answers. When pressed further about the lengthy process of finalizing a trade for Ramsey, McDaniel was even more blunt about his personal feelings, or lack thereof, regarding the timeline. "Personally, I couldn't care less about what I feel. I don't even think much about how I feel about it. My job is to react and control my controllables and make sure people are moving in the same direction appropriately." McDaniel emphasized that off-season business and the noise surrounding it are constant battles. He sees it as an opportunity to teach his team about focus. Off-season business allows you to talk to your team about how the focus of noise is a constant battle that, if you're successful, you have to win, and that you don't care about anything other than what we're here to do today, which is mandatory minicamp practice. So, why are the Dolphins looking to trade Ramsey in the first place? The article states there's no explicit official reason. However, reports indicate that both Ramsey and the Dolphins mutually agreed this spring that it would be best to part ways. Sources also suggest the move isn't primarily driven by financial issues. This typically implies that one or both parties are simply dissatisfied with the current situation or relationship. Ramsey, a former Florida State standout, was undeniably one of the league's premier cornerbacks during his time with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. However, the article notes that since his arrival in Miami, his overall production has seen a dip. Additionally, it touches upon his personality, suggesting it's not the easiest to deal with. It seems Mike McDaniel is determined to keep his team's attention squarely on the field, deflecting any external distractions related to the ongoing Jalen Ramsey trade saga. His message is clear. The focus is on the players present and preparing for the upcoming season. What do you make of Mike McDaniel's comments? Is this the right approach to handle such a high-profile situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The Miami Dolphins are certainly a team to watch this offseason, with significant trade speculation surrounding at least two key players. We know All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey is effectively on his way out, with the Dolphins making their intentions to trade him clear. But the rumors surrounding tight end Jonnu Smith, that situation just got a whole lot more confusing due to conflicting reports. Here's the backdrop. Jonnu Smith is seeking a pay raise after a career year. If he doesn't get it, a trade is reportedly on the table from his perspective. In line with this, Smith is currently absent from the Dolphins' mandatory minicamp. Jalen Ramsey is also absent, but his absence has been described as excused, at least until recently. Now, enter the conflicting information, as highlighted in a recent article by Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald. According to Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, Jonnu Smith's absence from minicamp is not excused. However, ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter reports the opposite. Schefter states that Smith's absence is excused. Barry Jackson quotes Schefter's report. The Dolphins, according to Schefter, gave him Smith permission and excused him from attending, so they can go ahead and seek a trade partner. Jackson astutely points out the discrepancy. McDaniel explicitly stated Jalen Ramsey's absence was excused, but did not say the same for Smith. This directly contradicts Schefter's information that Smith was excused specifically to facilitate a trade. So what does this all mean? If Adam Schefter's report is accurate, and the Dolphins have indeed excused Smith's absence to actively seek a trade, it would strongly indicate that Miami is preparing to move on from their 2024 Pro Bowl tight end. This would be a significant development, especially considering Smith's production last season. In 2024, he achieved career highs in targets, 111, receptions, 88, receiving yards, 884, touchdowns, 8, Smith is currently under contract for a relatively modest $4.25 million in 2025. After his stellar 2024 campaign, it's understandable why he'd be seeking a substantial pay increase. The article argues that losing Smith will be a detrimental move for the Dolphins' offense. Despite the tight end position sometimes being undervalued, Smith's contributions in 2024 significantly improved Miami's attack. If he's traded, the Dolphins will be looking at a notably weaker tight end room, especially given their current depth at the position. These conflicting reports, as Jackson highlights, are indeed concerning for those hoping Smith stays in Miami. The logic is pretty straightforward. The Dolphins would likely only excuse Smith's absence if they were actively planning to trade him, aligning with Schefter's intel. If McDaniel's on-record statement is the full truth, then Smith is incurring unexcused absences. This is a developing situation with a lot of he said, she said. Who do you believe? Is Mike McDaniel downplaying a trade search, or is Adam Schefter's information more aligned with behind-the-scenes reality? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.